Comments up, if you would, Nancy. All right, we're back in session. We'll have the deputy clerk swear in everyone that is going to participate in a 3 p.m. hearing.
Well, please stand and raise your right hand if you'll be speaking. Do you solemnly swear that any testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
So under Idaho Code 63501, the Board of County Commissioners are required to convene as the Board of Equalization. We're here to determine market value under Idaho Code 63205, which states that all real, personal, and operating property subject to property taxation must be assessed annually at market value for assessment purposes as of 12:01 a.m. of the first day of January in the year in which such property taxes are levied. Furthermore, under Idaho Code 63502, the function of the Board of Equalization shall be confined strictly to assuring that the market value for assessment purposes of property has been found by the assessor, and to the functions provided for in Chapter 6, Title 63, Idaho Code relating to exemptions from taxation. The taxpayer shall have the burden of proof in seeking affirmative relief to establish that the determination of the assessor is erroneous. A preponderance of the evidence shall suffice to sustain the burden of proof. We're here to discuss the market value of property, the condition, the state, or information that is relevant to this topic. This is fact and not opinion. We are not here to discuss taxes, past grievances, policy, personal income, or other issues. If you do not stick to the discussion as requested, your time will be reclaimed. The structure of the hearing. The property owner will be given 3 minutes. Then there will be questions from the assessor through the board. And then the assessor will be given 3 minutes. There will be questions on what they say from the appellant. The communication between the commissioners. The rules are be kind, direct all questions or comments to the board. If your conduct is out of line, you will be warned. And if your conduct continues to be out of line, you will be asked to leave the building, or you will be escorted out of the building. All right, Miss Tracy. So when you come up,
Yes.
You'll announce your name.
Okay.
The white light will go on when your 3 minutes begin.
Okay.
The yellow light comes on with 1 minute left, and the red light, when it goes off,
I'm done.
you're done speaking.
Okay.
You'd be surprised how many people it's like, guys, you made your point. We got it.
Say.
I
don't think I'll be too
we're
long.
on your side.
All right,
Okay.
please announce yourself and you begin.
Okay, I'm Talina Tracy, and I wrote everything, basically all the arguments on my appeal letter, just that there's been no development at all in where we're at. We're surrounded by farm fields, CRP, cows, and we're over a mile on a dirt road that is not winter maintained, and so we don't see a reason for over $100,000 increase in our amount. And so, do you want me to go through all the list? You guys already have it.
It's your 3
Okay,
minutes.
all right. We
whatever.
live out of city limits. We don't have paved road around us. A lot of homes that I'm sure our home is compared to have the luxury of having asphalt roads that are winter maintained. They have the city water and utilities that they have and whatnot, but we are clear out kind of in the sticks and don't have those amenities and whatnot. And let's see, what else do I have on my list here? Also, we have not done any improvements yet. We don't have an established yard, established trees. We don't have any outbuildings or barns or sheds that we haven't even had, where a lot of these comparable homes that our home is being compared to has all of these things already. And once again, we're in Aramo. It has a lot of older properties, and so the property tax probably shouldn't be as high as what something is closer to town or as isn't to town. So that's all I have for you.
Okay.
Point of clarification real quick, did you build the house out there, or
Yes.
did you buy it?
We built it.
Okay. All right, purchase/built, so I just wanted to
Yeah,
make sure.
that's okay.
Okay, thank you.
Any questions?
I have no questions.
Your 3 minutes begin now.
Subject property sits on an 8.04 acre lot. This is moving so slow.
Mine just, my internet just froze.
On the main, we have 2,280 square feet. And then on the second level, we have 1,012 square feet.
On the
We
upper
are
row?
showing that it was, do I have the right one up?
Sorry, I was clarifying, sorry.
Okay.
Year built is 2020. Does have heating and cooling. And that's all I've got. Thank you.
Okay. Questions about what she
Sorry,
just
I
said?
just was wondering what the upper level square footage was. There might be a difference on that, but it's probably not that big of a difference to really fight over it, so.
Actually, I had a point of clarification. Is your
Mhm.
main floor the same exact size as your upper
No,
level?
it is not.
Okay, so there's an issue there. So on the sketch, and this was my next one going into it. So if you look at the sketch, and now it says that there's 3292 total square footage done. Your basement's not done?
We don't have a basement.
You don't have a basement, so it's only 2 levels.
Mhm.
So it's showing,
And we only have the upstairs only goes over the
oh,
dining
crawl
room.
space. Okay, so it is
Yeah.
showing 1,012 up, so half the size of the upstairs. The basement.
It's
and
not
on
even-
a-
it's not
It's on a
even
crawl
half.
space?
Yes, it's on
Crawl space is 2280 square feet. Okay.
Yeah.
That solved my,
Mhm.
so there's 3,200
Yeah.
square feet there.
And upstairs only goes over the dining room, and the entryway.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's what it's showing in the picture, because I saw the
Okay.
picture, I saw the 2280 on both, I was like, and then I realized the C was for the crawl space. It's been a
Yeah.
long day.
Oh, you're good.
All right.
Questions, commissioners?
Yeah, hold on, I was just in the middle of some math and some stuff, decided to play with me. Hold on. So is that a private lane, or is that a county road?
The road that comes up and
The-
over, that's a county road, but that's not winter maintained.
Okay, so you guys plow it, you have the permit to plow?
Yeah, we have to deal with that, yes.
Yes, which, that's a whole different story. but
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll deal with that another day. So,
If dumb people wouldn't have done dumb things, you wouldn't have had to deal with
Yeah.
dumb people.
yes. And that's the story for all of us.
Hold on. I'm just looking at something right quick, because Commissioner Huff, have you done some math down there? That's what I'm betting.
I'll just,
Not yet. Well, I have done some math.
I'll just tell you that the land value is cheap.
And that's why it's because it's the non-winter maintained. A lot of those down there, I remember last year, that's why I asked about the Arkansas Road question, is because they're all self-maintaining them.
Yes.
We had dropped off that, and you have you're running cattle on that other, or some kind of ag.
No, we're surrounded by cows by our neighbors. and
But your 8
everything.
acres that is
Yeah.
that,
We
are you farming it?
We're getting there. We haven't had time to get fences up and all that, but
Okay.
eventually it will be farmed,
Okay.
yes.
I'm just, because, yeah, typically what we see in that kind of land value is what you have, because you're only valued at $46,000.
Yeah, well, it was old CRP field that we bought that hadn't been used for years, so.
Okay, hold on one second.
CRP field, though, is being paid by the
It
government.
is true.
And it's not
It's true.
something that I really like.
No, that's not something, you don't want to bring that
Well,
up.
we came in at the end of that, so we didn't have any part of that. That's why we were able to buy it, because they were coming out of that.
Okay, 1 second. I was just,
Well, if I just throw the 25% on top of last year's value, that takes it to, or the your build price of 280.
Mm-hmm.
If I time adjust that forward, that would take you to 420 would be the current value.
Mm-hmm.
so then I took just the bracket. If you take that, and if you just use last year's values, and just off the improvement, and just take the improvement of a 24% increase, that would put you in that 540. So that's why I say you're probably somewhere in the middle. There's a little bit of improvement, because in your argument, I appreciate that you went to the lumber exchange, which most people don't know what the lumber exchange
Yeah,
is.
we're in construction, so, yeah.
So, but when you look at the long-term yield, the highest yields of the lumber exchange were actually in September and November of last year, which is inside the taxing window.
Yes, I
And so
understand.
that's the problem. I mean, when a piece of sheathing is going at 45
Oh,
to
yeah.
50 bucks, now it's at 30.
Yes,
You should hopefully this next year achieve that.
Exactly.
I do appreciate that somebody actually talks about the lumber exchange, because most people don't have.
we're in that business, so I
there you go.
had to on
All
that,
right.
sorry.
So, yeah, I'm in that, Jeff, And like I said, it looks like a big house. When I first saw it, I was like, you are
No, it's not.
any
It looks-
200 square feet on 3 floors? I don't think
No,
so.
it's looks way bigger than what it is. We just have high ceilings that make up for the, making it look
Commissioner,
bigger
up
than
on
what
the
it
top,
is.
Whatever you want to.
She's out in the middle of nowhere, she's gotta maintain.
They got to maintain the whole road.
Then I would just make a motion that we adjust it to 420,000 on parcel RPR 42630020001.
We have a
The
mo-
adjustment coming off of the, well, I guess we're going up, so, or no, it would be off the improvement.
Off the improvement. Yeah.
We have a motion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
So we have made an adjustment.
Okay,
Just to let you know that you have the ability to appeal to the state or to the district courts, and so does the assessor.
okay.
But other than that, I would say that your hearing is over.
I appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You guys have a
Alright.
good day. Am I free to?
Yeah, you can leave. You can go
Okay.
wherever you want.
Thank
Casey,
you very much.
Thank you.
you're up.
Sorry, knee replacement surgery.
Oh. Go ahead and introduce yourself, and then your 3 minutes will begin.
My name is Casey Judd. I know that the addendum that I added with my appeal form may contain a lot of stuff that's not germane to the issue at hand. My biggest concerns, though, are a net taxable property value increase of 57% and an improvement increase of 36%. As you probably know, the only activity that's gone on up there in the last several years is this new monolithic house that's right across from us, 60% up the mountain face and right next to a drainage. And I'm not quite sure why anybody allowed a house to be built right next to a drainage. Nonetheless, most of my concerns I have can be included in some questions which I have, because I think if these questions were answered and available to the taxpayer, the property owner, by January 1st of each year, they'd have a better understanding of the process, and maybe you'd have less appeals. But I've got to appeal something when the current inflation rate's about 7, proposed to go down to 3.5. I'm getting hit with a net value of 57%. I'm on fixed income now, right? And I'm concerned for myself as well as others on fixed income that these property tax hikes are going to force me out of my house because I can't.
Okay, just remind you, we're not talking about property taxes right now.
The assessment.
That's not,
Okay, the assessment, all right. So I believe that the assessment is based on the lack of activity out there extremely high. And, you know, like I said, I have questions about the assessment process, and I don't know if it's a reasonable question to ask some of these things about taxing districts of which we don't use, like the income cemetery. We're not going to be buried there. We don't have any children of school age anymore. So we're not using District 21 schools, yet we're taxed by it. And that's, of course, included in the assessment. And I just think that if the office knows the market value of January 1st, maybe that information and how it was received or arrived at could be provided to the taxpayer or the property owner, rather than wait 6 months and then give the property owner only 3 weeks to respond with an appeal. So I'm suggesting, based on the information in the addendum, the fact that the county has created.
All right, thank you. Questions?
I was just going to confirm these pictures that are in the appeal, that is of the bridge, correct?
Well, and I know that's a state issue, but some of them on the road are divots or indentations along the side of the road that was caused by county vehicles when they were trying to shore up some erosion a few years ago. Now, it doesn't.
None of them are related to the house.
None of them are
Which
related
we're
to the
talking
house.
about right
Yes,
now.
correct. I understand
Okay.
that.
All right, so, any further questions? Okay, your 3 minutes begin.
Subject property sits on a 7.51 acre lot. It is a two-story, built in 1998. It has 1,847 square feet on the main, 1,033 square feet in the basement, with 982 square foot of finish. It is, after removing anything additional and the land, it's coming in at $135 per finished square feet. Comparable sale 1 in income. And this is the best comparable. It's closest. It's got closer to the square footage. It's coming in at $205 per square foot. Comparable number 2, $184 per finished square feet, and comparable number 3, $223 per finished square foot. That's all I got. Thank you.
Questions concerning what you just said?
Yes, I have not been provided these comps. And last year when I came in with the comps, they were, we're 7.5 acres. The comps ran 1.5 acres, 2.0 acres, nothing that would be comparable to our property. So I don't know how they're arriving at these figures. And maybe I'm here out of fear of losing the house. Like I said, my firefighting career is done.
Okay, okay, thank you. Comments, commissioners?
So, yeah, your property's jumped a bunch. You've also been at BOE every single year. So you've been drug at the very bottom, and you've been put down and put down and put down, and now it's starting to catch up. When you start talking about comparables in the area, yeah, there's several comparables. One house up Rapid Creek, the area that you're looking at is, let's start talking about Pidcock, Jackson Creek. Your zip code is the fastest growing zip code in Bannock County. 2, the argument that you raised about things that you don't use. I don't use Rapid Creek Road. Why do I pay for it?
I don't know.
So that's because we live in a governance where we've all decided that we will all work together to help pay for things as mutual beneficial, that is mutual and beneficial to society. That's why we do that. I will say that yes, there has been, if you just look at a 24% increase over last year's total assessed value at $403,000, yeah, it's $61,000 higher than what the 24% would be. But this property has also been at BOE every single year and has probably been well beneath the market value for the last 5 years. So again, I think that we need to probably maybe look at some of the improvements, see if they were turned up a little too high. But as I look at it and I see it sitting here, I'm not. The arguments are dealing in policy and state level issues and are outside the purview of the county and of the Board of Equalization.
If I go back to his 2019 BOE adjustment, bring it forward, that puts him over 600,000, which is in alignment with what I see based on the internet, things that I look at. So based on that, I would say that the assessor's assessment of 561 is probably on the low side of where it could or should be. So I'm happy with it where it's at.
Call for a motion.
Mr. Chair, on something else.
Oh,
Mr. Chair, on parcel RPR 401-500-3902, I make a motion that we uphold the assessed value.
Have a motion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. So the value is upheld. You have the ability to go to the state or to the courts, as well as the assessor. Thank you. Martinez. A no-show?
Mr. Chair, on parcel RPR 422-303-1101, I make a motion that we uphold the assessed value.
Thank you,
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks, gentlemen.
gentlemen. All right, next we have,
Call for vote.
we have a motion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Milton. Is it Milton?
Mitten, Nathan and Jennifer.
Okay. I have Milton here, so. where's this at? Parks Road. There was 100,000, up 30,000 on their land.
On parks?
But there's also in BOE in 19.
What section of?
Was declined.
If this is one of the weird ones on,
Right there.
yeah, that's the one at the Kirkham's Corner. That's the one that burned down a couple years ago. They rebuilt.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the land value on it, you're gonna use about like this much of of that 1.4, and the rest of it's just as you come over the hill, and you turn to go back on Parks, it's right there on the side. So,
It was in BOE in 19.
I mean, you're at 100. You can make an argument of vehicular traffic because that is the crazy nasty. That's that corner where that guy got hit. That girl got killed just right around the corner.
Bicycle.
I mean, it's a busy area, but I mean, again,
What was the acreage?
it's 1.4 acres. So, I mean,
Internet stuff says the assessor's in the right spot.
yeah, I mean, you're at first when I saw it said 373, I thought that was just your improvements, but then I realized that was the entire house. I think you're there.
Motion?
Mr. Chairman, on parcel RP R38510156000, I move to uphold the value.
Have a motion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Next we have Watts. I don't have much in this packet.
We might have made an adjustment, so.
Yeah, because I have here that he canceled.
Yeah, so we need to
Okay.
look and see if they made an adjustment.
Okay,
Here's a better cover-all motion for that parcel. Mr. Chairman, on parcel RPRPINH001400, I move that we accept the assessor's value as suggested.
we have a motion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Next we have Exhibit A or 1, what is it?
I just put Exhibit A.
Put a date with it, please.
We have Exhibit A dated,
July 8th, 22.
Mr. Chairman, I move that Exhibit A, dated July 8th of 2022, be accepted and approved by the Board of Equalization.
Clarification, Exhibit A is what?
It is all of the recommended value changes that all of the people that go in and meet with them, that prior to board, that they've made changes. These are their recommended value changes.
Thank you.
we have a motion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
And with that being said, at 3:20